Hello and welcome back to the channel, How We Move the Decimal. In today's video, I am listing slides I had previously photographed to sell on eBay. Just a heads up, I don't know if you guys know this, and I know I've mentioned it in a past video, but we now have the ability to list 24 pictures in our listings. So that is great, especially when those people like myself who take pictures of the measurements. This works really well. It allows me to put more measurements in my photos, and that leads to less questions from potential buyers, and it gives me the ability to answer more questions, maybe, especially when measuring shirts and pants and stuff. Being limited to 12 was really hard on these slides. My larger lots being limited to 12 can also be very hard. So having up to 24 photographs is amazing. Now, with this stuff, I mentioned also again in a previous video, I was going through and I found some slides that I should not sell in these. So I changed the number of slides I had in the photos. And then on the custom label, I put in, because buyers can't see the custom label, when I put in the custom label, I put in take out 2 slides, or take out 3 slides, or take out 4 slides. So I did all of that, and it was a bit much. I've almost photographed or listed all the slides I photographed, so I'm going to have to photograph more, which is fine because I'm running out of listings anyway. I like to list 5 new items a day on eBay if at all possible. And honestly, that's my New Year's resolution for selling. So as I'm narrating this, it is January 3rd. My kids are still home from school. You can probably hear my middle child playing VR in the background. She loves it. But I don't really make New Year's resolutions for myself. I'm trying to think of things I want to change to increase my eBay business. And a lot of it is motivation. There are several things we are going to need extra cash for this year. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts around it, including private high school coming up very quickly on us. And I'm either going to have to increase my selling on eBay or sell a kidney. So we're looking at things like that, vacations and trips. We recently took our 2 oldest to a short overnight trip for their birthday, and we want to do more stuff like that. Not like huge trips or anything, but we do have several huge trips coming up. Some in our control, some out of our control. We would like to plan a very large Disney trip in the near future, especially with my oldest going into high school before we know it. Kind of the whole turning 13 was like, oh crap, my kids are getting older. So we had a lot of big birthdays this year, and that kind of was the kick in the butt. Like, we need to do this because we need to do this while they're still young. And while it's fun, and also while I'm still young, I'm getting old and falling apart. So my goal is to, at minimum, list 5 items a day on eBay. Will I meet it? I don't know. Am I going to beat myself up if I don't meet it? I don't think I will, but I think it'll be helpful in the mysterious algorithm that is eBay. If you feed the monster, it performs. So I found in the past, if I list items, I sell items. Do I sell the items I just listed? Meh. But I will sell an item, and sometimes it's an older item, which is really nice. We just listed, so when I buy these slide lots, a lot of times it's not just slides. Sometimes it's negative, sometimes it's photographs, sometimes it's films. And we finally listed all the films we have. We have no way of watching these films. I do not know what's in these films. The lot I just listed, this one right here, I've sold it already to a repeat buyer. So that's great. I sold that. And sorry, I just hit the microphone. I got a new microphone for Christmas because I'm old and I ask for things like vacuum cleaners and microphones. But I just sold this, and I sold it for a best offer. So I did not get the $50 I put on there, but I was happy with what I got. And it was a repeat buyer, and I'm always happy to have repeat buyers. So with the films that we got with a lot of these slides, 8mm films, some Super 8s. Again, we don't have the ability to watch these. So what happened was we just been putting them off because I don't have the ability to watch them. I don't want to like sell something weird. But finally, we just listed them as unknown lots, unwatched lots. If they were labeled, we said what was on the label, but we found one that was an actual movie, and it was The Human Monster, I think was the name of the movie, with Bela Lugosi. And we've had this for probably 5+ years, just sitting down there because we didn't know what to do with it. And we listed it, and it sold really quickly, like within 6 hours sold. So we probably underlisted it, and that's fine. It's not in my house anymore, and I don't have to worry about it. And I just mailed it off today. So that was great. And then we put the others in large lots. We had so many films. Again, any estate sale lot we'd get with slides usually came with films also. I think we had 16 in one lot and 22 in the other, and then the official film. So again, a lot of films, and we had no ability to watch them. So surprise, here's your, adult mystery box. But, and it kind of hurts my heart that I'm selling them and not, watching them. This was really cool too because it had like farm equipment advertisement slides in there. So that was fun. The welcome to the Midwest, I guess. It's weird though, whenever we get I get a lot of vacation and travel slides, which is great. Rome, Paris, Easter Island, whatever. Stonehenge, super awesome. But when I get slides from the local slides, like the area, it's weird. I'm like, oh, this is, this lake, or we have a man-made lake that's probably 30 minutes away from us. That's fun to go to. And we do a lot of scouting activities there. And it was like, oh, this was the lake before it was the lake, like the process of being made, which was cool to see stuff like that. The high school that my husband went to, we actually have slides from the 1960s when it was first built. So that's fun. He didn't go there in the 60s. We're not that old, but the just slides of places, oh, I've been there. Oh, look at this. I mean, we see slides of Disney World and stuff, but it's still not as connected. But a lot of the estates and stuff we're buying from are in our area, and one of them was only a couple blocks away from our house. So we should be aware of a lot of that. But most of the time people aren't like, here's my backyard. They're like, I'm on vacation. It's surreal at that point when that happens. So that, I thought that was kind of cool. And with this also, I don't know, I romanticize it. I get lost in it. I'm like, oh, I wonder what they were doing, or are they still alive? My son was sitting with me at the table when I was photographing slides. He's like, do you think they're still alive? And I'm like, maybe they could be. We got, my husband bought a lot of VHS tapes at an online auction, and we thought it was VHS tapes, official VHS tapes. It wasn't. It was homemade VHS tapes. So a lot of it was a pool party or 4th of July party, or I'm recording this off of TV. A lot of Dallas. Somebody was really into recording Dallas. And it's weird because when we talk about the good old days, or remember when, or that one time we did this, and it's I remember going, oh my God, press record, or my, programming my VCR to record Dawson's Creek because I was in class at the time and I was going to miss it, or having my mom record something at home while I also recorded a different thing in my dorm room because there's 2 things that were on the same night and I wanted to see them. Or my mom would record stuff for me while I was away at college, and I would come home and I would watch all the recordings. And a friend of the family used to record all of the soap operas every day during the week. And then on the weekend, she would do laundry and stuff and put it away. And that would be her time. And just thinking about stuff like that, you recorded the hour-long soap operas, and soap operas aren't even a thing anymore. Like, our kids won't even know what soap operas are. And we record, 5 hours of soap operas, and then you'll sit and fold your laundry or do housework while the soap operas play. So it was just fun to think about that. Thank you for watching my videos. Please like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.